Hey everyone, so by now you've seen hopefully my other videos, and you've hopefully noticed that I'm a little bit darker than I normally am. Usually I'm pale, but right now I'm a little bit more tan. But basically I wanted to talk to you about what I did. I went and got a Mystic Tan, which is basically when you stand in a booth and spray tanner sprays you all over and you let it dry, and then the next day you're really tan. So it's actually a really funny process. So I hope you can see me. You basically stand in a booth like this, and then you turn, and as you turn, well, you don't turn in this circle. You stand in one position, and then it sprays you, and then it tells you to rotate. The tan is actually just really even, especially like on my legs. It's really even, and it looked really good a couple of days ago. This is actually day 4, so it's kind of worn off a little bit. The tan is supposed to last, depending on how you take care of your skin, from 5 to 10 days. So, I mean, I'm definitely still a lot more tan than I normally am, but it's faded a little bit. So basically, I had gotten a spray tan once before in my life when I was in 8th grade. Got a spray tan for my 8th grade dance, and it was horrible. It was terrible. It was streaky. It was orange. It looked disgusting, and I vowed I would never ever get a spray tan again because it was terrible. And actually, one of my friends in my sorority was really tan. I was like, "You look great. Like, what have you been doing? Do you lie in a bed?" And she was like, No, I get Mystic Tan all the time." And I was like, "What? How do you look so good? I hate it. It's terrible." She's like, "Listen, you went a long time ago," because that was like 8 years ago when I got a spray tan. So she was like, "The technology has totally changed. It's really good. You should definitely come with me and go get one." So I finally went and got one. So one thing that I did that I really recommend is I exfoliated my body, especially my legs, because I just have really dry skin, and for some reason my legs just get really dry. So I exfoliated my legs and my face, my arms, things that I thought would be probably needed to get exfoliated, I guess. So I did that, and I think it really helped the tanner absorb a lot better and become really even, because if you have dry patches on your skin, you're going to be able to see it after you get the tan. It's not going to adhere to the dry areas better. So definitely make sure you exfoliate. And I also moisturized before I went. Not immediately before, but I moisturized the day of. So definitely did that, and I think that really helped. So when I went into the booth, the lady who was helping me told me to put lotion. They had like a big bottle of lotion there. To put it all over the palms of my hands, like glob it on to my fingernails so that your fingernail beds don't get tan or like orange, and like in between your fingers, and the same on your feet and your toes. So I did that, and I'm not sure if I really liked the results of that. When the tan first showed up, like the next day, it was really obvious. But I think you can see it right here. You can see where the lotion was, and then where it's like tan. My fingers it really didn't work well, and there was just really obvious marks where the lotion was, because the tan doesn't adhere to your skin where there's lotion. So I'd have to say, if you do this, be really careful about where you put the lotion, because you absolutely will not get tan there, and it just didn't blend like she said it would. So I was kind of disappointed that my hands didn't really look very good. The same thing happened to my feet, and also I touched my knee when I had the lotion on, and so my knee was all streaky, and I don't think you can see it really anymore because it's kind of faded pretty well, and there's also a glare, but my knee was really streaky. Didn't look good. But aside from that, I was really evenly tan all over my body, and it looked really good. My shoulders, my back, my legs, they were all perfectly even, perfectly uniform, and it looked really good. So I was really happy that like the main parts of my body looked really good. My face looked really good. So the only thing that just kind of didn't really work out was my hands and my feet, and my knee, obviously, because I touched it with the lotion. So don't do that. Once you have the lotion on, don't touch anything. Another thing I want to mention is when you're in the booth, whatever you're flexing or creasing, you're not going to get tan there. So like, for example, you hold your arm like this, like you're gonna get lines right here if you don't bend your elbow enough. I'm not sure if you can really see it, but right here in the creases of my arms I had lines, and like where your thumb flexes, like right here, I had lines there too. So you have to kind of stand so you're like not all like flexed up and everything, because where you're like creased together, you're not gonna get tan, if that makes sense. Also, definitely be careful of what you wear to the tanning bed. You shouldn't wear anything white. Try and wear something looser, like a flowy skirt or a flowy dress that's not going to like really stick to you and make lines like jeans would. Also, I wore shoes, like flip-flop shoes. I wore these actually, and right here, like where the big strap was, it rubbed all the tan off. So I'm not sure if you can see my feet. But they're, yeah, you can definitely see how they're like really uneven and ridiculous. So that was something that I'm not really sure how you could fix it, because pretty much all shoes are gonna rub you on some certain kind of way. But it's just something to be wary of, that your shoe, whatever you wear outside of the tanning bed, because it doesn't fully absorb into your skin until a couple hours, so you shouldn't shower or exercise or do anything that's going to make you sweat within like 4 hours, I think, immediately following the tanning bed. Or not, this is not a tanning bed, this is Mystic, so sorry. So definitely be conscious of that, because I didn't really realize that. Also, something to note is that because my skin gets really dry, and I didn't really moisturize after, like the days after getting my tan, whatever areas of my legs or the rest of my body were getting dry, if I was itching them or the skin was flaky or anything like that, the tan was flaking off a lot easier too. So on my legs I've got just a couple of patches that are just drier than others, so it looks a little bit uneven now. Also, something that you should know is that areas that you use or wash more often, like your face, if you exfoliate your face daily because you're washing your hands all the time. What else? Because you wear shoes and it rubs there. My bra areas. All those areas are rubbing at your skin, and since the tan is only on like the first layer of your skin, it's going to fade a lot more, like it's going to fade quickly where those areas are. So my face has gotten a lot lighter than the rest of my body, and my hands the marks used to be a lot more prominent, but because obviously you like wash them and use them a lot more, it's faded a lot better. And I'm not talking like you can see my hand is not like white and then it's like cut off at my wrist or anything. It blends, but it's just something to be conscious of. So the Mystic Tan is obviously 100% UV free. You're not lying in a tanning bed, which is absolutely horrible for your skin. So bad. I mean, I know, like, I'm not going to lecture you guys because, I mean, it's just, I'm sure you've all heard this a million times, but tanning beds absolutely give you cancer. They age you. They make you look terrible. You might be tan temporarily, but you're ruining your skin. And if you get skin cancer later, you're ultimately going to completely regret lying in a tanning bed. I definitely used to tan in high school, and I completely regret every time I tan now because I didn't really consider the risks as I should have. So getting a Mystic Tan is so much better for your skin because you're not exposing it to sunlight, but you're still getting the same effect. So if you want to go get tan, get a package at a tanning salon and get Mystic Tan, get spray tan. It's so much better for your skin. However, the one thing I will say is that mist is very fine, so definitely try not to breathe it in when you're getting sprayed in the booth. They have those sprays, especially the ones that you do yourself, any kind of aerosol spray like that, all those tanning companies that give you like a portable thing that you can just spray yourself, all of those products are FDA approved for your skin but not for your lungs. So you should really try not to breathe those in because you have no idea what kind of toxins there are in them. You have no idea what kind of effect it could have on your body. That's not going to harm your skin like UV rays would, like tanning outside under the sun without sunscreen, or tanning in a tanning bed would. However, just be careful that you don't breathe all that stuff in. So try and hold your breath when you're there. Just don't take any deep breaths. So yeah, that was my tanning experience, and the upkeep has not been a big deal at all. I just made a video about the different kind of makeup I use since getting a tan. I'm not sure if I'm posting that before or after this video. I guess we'll see, but the link will be somewhere around here, so click it. So, yeah, I really enjoyed this experience, and I hope this was helpful to some of you who are considering a Mystic Tan, or to some of you who do tan in a tanning bed. Hopefully you'll stop and change to Mystic Tan, or just not tan at all, because as we all know, not wearing sunscreen outside and tanning in a tanning bed is directly linked to skin cancer, which is very deadly, and directly linked to aging, premature wrinkles. I mean, it's terrible. I mean, so if you want young, fresh-looking skin, definitely don't tan in a tanning bed or without sunscreen, and definitely try Mystic Tan instead. So that's all I have for you guys today, and I'll talk to you later. Bye!